In the negative side argument, they argue that public transportation is not safe, and this is an opinion, and he has no data to back up his information. He also says that the auto insurance companies are biased and gives no data or evidence to back up this information also. Clearly, the driving age in other countries where the age is higher has a lower crash rate, and the United States has a higher crash rate where the driving age is 16. Teenagers need time and experience to drive safe, and changing the driving age to 18 will give them this time to learn to drive better and become safer drivers. In the recent years, Illinois has enacted teen driving reforms, many of them after the Tribune's Teens of the Wheel series in 2006 examined ways that fatalities might be reduced. The state reforms include doubling the number of adult supervised hours required behind the wheel to get a driver's license and tripling the length of time a new teen driver must possess a learner's permit. Some of these credit those changes for significant declines in teen driving death in the first 7 months of the year. If the driving age were raised from 16 to 18, there would be less of a chance that teenagers would wreck because of several factors: speeding, inexperience, and peer pressure. The increased age to legally drive has several advantages, such as decreased accidents and automobile fatalities. Insurance rates would decrease, and parental control would be extended to allow the teen more time to mature. Parents would have more control over where the teenagers go and what they are doing with their friends. Teenagers who get behind the wheel think they are invincible, and they know they would have to follow the rules of the road. If the driving age were raised to 18, then their parents would be able to teach them more about the value of going the speed limit and learning the rules, and teach them the dangers of drinking and driving by talking with them. The parents would be able to give examples of stories of what happened to them and stories of times where people got in an accident resulting of speeding and other unsafe driving techniques. Also, a lot of people think it's a safe idea. USA Today, CNN, and the Gallup poll have found 61% think a 16-year-old is too young to drive. Only 37 of those polled thought it was okay to license a 16-year-old. People need to realize that these kids are not grown up and should not have the freedom of driving at age 16, especially in SUVs and other big cars. Children are not equipped to handle these vehicles, which are hard for even experienced adult drivers. In conclusion, the negative side's argument was not valid, and the driving age should be raised to 18.